Forensic psychologists. What's a forensic psychologist? Forensic psychologists work in the criminal justice system, applying psychological theory to criminal investigation and understanding psychological problems associated with criminal behavior. They offer treatment for those who have committed offenses to reduce the impact of their experiences and to reduce chances of reoffending. We asked some forensic psychologists to share their experiences, and this is what they told us. What was your journey to becoming a forensic psychologist?
I had been a counsellor, so studied for a degree in psychology and counselling. I did a master's in legal and forensic psychology while raising a family and volunteering 1 day a week in a prison. I then got a job as an assistant psychologist and went on to be a trainee on what is now the Stage 2 route with the British Psychological Society.
I completed a psychology degree with the Open University while working, then did further postgraduate study whilst I was working as a support worker. I then changed roles to work as an assistant psychologist in a medium secure unit before taking on the British Psychological Society Stage 2 training as a forensic psychologist.
How does your work make a difference to people and the communities you serve?
I work predominantly with people who have been perpetrators of violence, but the vast majority of people I work with have also been victims of violence themselves. Our work is to support them to understand this process for themselves and find ways of adapting and growing better lives.
What are the best and worst things about your working day?
The best thing is that every day is different and seeing the change in people I work with. It may take days, weeks, or years, but the change happens. The worst thing is trying to help someone who's not yet ready to change and having to curb my enthusiasm and plant seeds and not see them grow.
What does equality, diversity, and inclusion mean to you?
At the core of who I am, though, is a commitment to treat everyone with fairness and understanding, to make sure that everyone's voice is heard, encouraged, and included.
What advice would you give to someone considering working in your profession?
Seek out time with people who have done the job for a while. Ask them why they do the job, what they get out of it, and ask yourself if you can see yourself doing the job. Try it out. Get an assistant post in a forensic setting. Recognise it won't all be plain sailing. Get support and be honest with yourself about why you think you might want to do the job.
What are you most proud of in your work so far?
Clinically, I can think of a number of patients I've worked with over the years with very difficult backgrounds who are now living safer, better lives in the community because of the work we did together. I have tried to change the system, first with recovery-orientated practices and laterally with trauma-informed care. The work I have done with colleagues on these two topics has been some of the most intellectually challenging and emotionally satisfying work that I have done.
If you could have a time machine and start again, what would you want to know about your career path?
That you don't have to have everything figured out by the time you finish your undergrad. Life will give you plenty of opportunities to try something different if you're brave enough to go out and find those opportunities.
Want to know more about becoming a forensic psychologist? Go to ppn.nhs.uk/resources/careers-map.